All right, so I've got the YouTube on. This is my problem right there, fearing failure. Yes, indeed. I want to heal through dance and my creations and travel. Yes. Okay. I kind of saw you doing something like that. That's why I asked. I was like, there's something creative here. It's feeling very Aquarian, but you know, it's hard sometimes. But like, you can still do that, you know, and be your parent's child. Like, they'll get over it. I promise. I promise they'll get over it. And if they don't, it will be something for you to tell somebody else. You'll be able to teach people how to overcome feeling rejected by their family for breaking free if they don't accept what you choose to do. And you never know. Like, you haven't tried it yet. So you don't even know what's going to happen. You know, you're kind of like the little girl down the way that was like, I want to tell my mom I got books at the school, but I'm scared to. You know, her mom didn't care. So, you know, my dad's actually helping me make music now. I'm gonna dance to my own music. Okay, I want to dance with you. So let me know. I will help you. I will help you with that because I love dancing to music. I don't really like dance that well, but I mean, it looks good to me. It feels good to me. So, I mean, that's the thing is if your dad's already helping you, like what's making you think that he won't help you the rest of the way? See, my dad found out about my erotica the other day and his reaction wasn't that bad. So I feel like it's you right here. Because obviously your dad is not really tripping. So maybe it's not your parents' judgment that you're fearing right here. It's your own judgment that you probably haven't even tapped into yet. So you have to get to the point where you can accept the fact that you want to be an creative erotica dance fueled genius out here in the world who is going cross country globally to whatever the fuck you want to do. So you have to accept that. So start affirming yourself in it. Say you are what you want to be and that you're doing it. And then just be like, if y'all can't accept this, I don't know what to tell you. Yesterday, I posted that meme that I made that said, I forgive myself for taking up less space than I require. So right now, you're not taking up the space that you require for you. So that's why you don't feel good because you're not taking up as much space as you need to. You're showing up into the room and you're instantly going like this, I'm going to shrink. But other people, that's the thing is they're not expecting us to shrink. They're accepting the shrunken version of you because that's what you're always presenting. You probably, from the time you were a kid, were like, okay, I'm going to do exactly what mom wants me to do. Because it sounds like it's more mom than it is even the dad. But she's going to be okay. I promise. I know it's a natural thing. But I started having to assess that because it was hurting my fucking feelings because I was showing up places knowing that I was gifted, knowing that I was creative and intelligent, and having all of these skills to contribute to projects and to events. And nobody was paying attention to that. And I was like, why is this happening? Because I felt like I was getting, I guess, disrespected. And in some cases I was, because I was like, damn, why should you do that? And it's because I was showing up not like myself. So if I know all these things about myself, but I keep showing up without that energy, other people aren't going to see that either, you know? So it's really about you accepting that and then learning how to embody it. Yeah, it's like you're alive but not living. Exactly. Exactly. It's like plants that don't have water. It's like plants without water. Your authenticity, your unique ability, and your right to be free is like your water. So it's like being in a drought, you know, internally. Like you have to water yourself, and you can only do that through freedom. So, however, you need to get there, okay? But let me know if you need any help. Send me a message and we can get into it because I really feel like you're close, especially with your dad supporting you. Like, lean into that. Use your dad right here. Maybe even tell your dad how you're feeling and why you've been holding back so that you can hear his response on his perceived oppression of you. Because he may not even know that he's been oppressing you. And he may have some insight into how you can work on your mother too. So, like, use this, while y'all are making music or, talking about something that you created. Ask him, you know, how would you feel if I blah, 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 whatever the big thing is that you want to do. And then just be honest with him, and yourself. Yeah. I mean, he might be able to help. That's his wife. He knows her, he knows all her buttons and things that you don't even know about her. Well, then you just tell them that, you know? And here's the thing about parents who are like that. Honestly, your parents are probably also, I mean, clearly your dad's making music with you, are also creative. Parents who are creative grew up as oppressed children too. So they are afraid for you to be free because it's their own fear. It's not even your fear. Like, this fear that you have is your parents' fear because they grew up in a different society that was like, no, you can't be wild. Like, my dad was an astrologer. Do you think I knew that about him? No. But when I wanted to be an astrologer, I talked to my mother about what I was doing, and she told me that my dad was actually like a psychic and an astrologer. So I felt overwhelmed by that because I was like, well, damn, why was I always getting in trouble for being sensitive, for being in the next person's business and knowing these things? But it's because my dad was afraid of what would happen to me if people knew that I was different because of what happened to him because of his differences. So sometimes you just have to really like this is an opportunity for you guys to heal that wound right there for your dad and for you. So let him say what he's going to say. And also, I mean, you're probably to the point and at the age where you can throw some shade right back. If that's the relationship that he wants to have with you, okay, well, let's play the dozens. Let's play the dozens. He may get upset the first time, but like, you're an adult. So that's the thing, is like, if you still see me as a baby, it's like, I'm not. And the bottom line is you're going to have to let yourself grow up because it's very likely that you also still see yourself as a baby. So it's time for you to let that child grow up and do all those things that you want to do. That's how it is. And I just been on YouTube. I ain't pulled not none cards. Okay, let me pull the cards. All right. So we've got the world in reverse. And as we're talking and having this conversation, I told my parents that I wanted to dance for a living, and they told me that it wasn't a job, but they just wanted to make sure I could make a life for myself. So I agree. They tell them with their own stuff. Usually, like you said, people project their fear and limitations on others. Absolutely. That's all it is. That's all they think about. Because, I mean, they're looking at it like, well, fuck, how is this child going to survive? Like, my mom had the same ideas whenever I was like, I'm calling in to support my angels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters, my heavenly father, my creator who lives in me. Hallelujah. I'm at peace, I'm at ease, I honor and see myself. I agree to find the path, stay the course, trust the process, and enjoy the journey. Amen. When I told my mom I wanted to be an entrepreneur, she was like, oh, well, what about health insurance? Well, what about this and what about that? And she was like, it was all my mom's panic. It was not any of my fear. And that fear that my mom projected onto me literally kept me paralyzed for probably 2 years. And my soul was so unsettled the whole time. They just want me to be able to take care of myself, but I don't see the limitations they see. I believe I can do anything I can imagine. And you can. So, like, the thing is that you just got to make sure that you know how to, it's not even about knowing how to monetize the gift. Because the truth is that when you step out and do it, the divine will make the room for you because you are fulfilling. Exactly. You just got to take the lead. Exactly. So what you doing? You already know the stuff. You already know everything that you need to know about it, and you know that you're supposed to be doing it. Just start taking the steps. It doesn't sound like you'll get. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if y'all can still hear me. My mom was calling me. See, that's how it is. If I start talking about my mom, she's like, hold on, let me call her real quick. I quit my 9 to 5 March 2nd to do my art full time. Yes, all the stages of grief, all of them. I hope y'all can still hear me. Like I said, my mom called to ruin my life. I thought so. Okay, I'm on YouTube. If y'all want to join me there, it's in my bio. All right. So my mom called and she fucked up my Instagram live where I was having an amazing conversation with these people. Anyway, let's get into it. We've got the world card in reverse. We've got about, I don't know, 15 minutes here. Let's just real quick talk about this. All right. We've got the 6 of clubs, public recognition, the Queen of Swords, boundaries, baby. Because we're talking about forsaking the world. And we've got the 7 of clubs. So yes. So it's hard work. It's not being focused so much on how people see you, how the world sees you, because that's a lot of what keeps us stuck and not rising to the top. So yeah. Yeah, I was just talking about my mom and how she be oppressing me, and then she called right there. But my mom's been pretty cool though, so she's been pretty cool though. I just wish that I feel like what I need to do is like set a real schedule for lives and stuff, and then put it out and be like, do not call me at these times, because I don't know, and maybe I just need to put my phone on do not disturb or whatever. Anyway, let's get a couple cards and then I'm gonna roll out here because I have creative work in the streets. I have work to do in the streets as Miss Creative. Okay, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. My God. You know what I'm seeing here, and this is just coming off of that conversation too. You know, the creative on the live was saying that they felt like their parents were concerned about how they were going to survive. Look at that, 4 of Pentacles. And that's one of the things that keeps us from stepping out, is because, and I'm listening to this book, The Science of Getting Rich, but we feel like we're going to lose our ability to sustain financially, Knight of Swords, if we are strong and we say, I'm this person, this is how I am, and this is who I intend to be, you know. King of Pentacles in reverse. But there's always so much concern for finances, and it's because we live in a society. But the thing is that your ability to be your authentic self and to tap into the love space, which is where money resides, brings you money. And so the hard work is really in you being a disciplined individual. Ooh, 9 of Wands in reverse. So if being a disciplined individual, in that you keep your vibration, you watch what you think, feel, and say to yourself, you automatically empower yourself through correct affirmation to become the type of person that is able to sustain. Like, money will come to you. Money comes to you. Money comes to you through opportunity. Somebody says, hey, that thing that you're really good at and that you do, I've been looking for somebody to do that for me. Can you do it? And you'll say, absolutely, I can do it. And then you'll say, thank you. Because that was brought to you through divine love. So, like, you can't be afraid to be wild and free. That's what's going to bring you everything that you desire. At this point, you're holding on to everything that you've had always because you're not sure if you can get better or comparable. That's not your concern. You worried about the wrong thing. You're trying to control variables that don't have anything to do with you. You're too worried about this material. And I know it's not easy because being not worried about the material could render you homeless. If I stop caring about money, then am I going to be able to get any? Yeah. And it's not necessarily that you're like, okay, I don't care about money. I don't need it ever. Fuck this. It's, I'm not about to let this money stress me out. I'm not about to do things that don't serve me and fulfill me because money. And this is what I was talking about the other day. There's other ways to live. Like if you really live through your art and your gifts make room for you, and then the money comes. You are not alone. You know what? When you are vibrating at your right vibration and you're doing what fulfills you, the way of the world, I'll take that anyway. You're on the same level as people and the wavelength as people who want to buy what it is that you have to offer, but they cannot see you if you're not doing what it is that you want to do. How can we see you if you are hiding? Ain't nobody. Portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. You decide. You decide. Do I want to fucking be free? Do I want to be free? Or do I want to be the person that my parents wanted me to be? Do I want to be free? Or do I want to be the person that my parents wanted me to be? And like we were talking about on the live, it might not even be that your parents really consciously want you to be something that doesn't fulfill you. They just scared for you to be yourself because they love you. And we live in a society that doesn't like weird. But that's the thing is, yes, we do. Because guess what? Weird gets you fucking paid. Weird gets you noticed. Weird gets you recognized. That's how you stand out from the crowd. Make me feel this way. I don't know who Heather is or somebody on my pattern, but they telling me your business, girl. That's one thing about the pattern. I'm like, why are they always telling somebody's business? Why are they always telling somebody's business to a person that don't even talk to them? Flashover. It's all in your head. Listen, it's time for you to break free. Whatever you are on right now is some bullshit and it's all in your head. If you think that, and I was talking about this too, if you think that you can fulfill all those things that you're trying to fulfill without some kind of support, because you need a community, a collaborative of creative people who are going to be like, yes, bitch, you better do that wild shit. I'm here for it. I love it. Now do a backflip. Yes, twirl. Get it, girl. You got to have that. But they can't see you if you don't do your thing. They can't see you if you don't do your thing. Okay. I'm just rushing through this. But you know what? I wanted to show up today because I didn't get to come yesterday. Ooh. I feel fucking good. Damn, I feel good. Like all of these imperfections of the day so far, and I feel so good. In the past, I would have had a panic attack. I'd have been like, oh my God, I got on YouTube and I was talking to Instagram, and then my mom called and everything was destroyed, and hell, everything was beautiful. It was synchronicity. It was me talking about how my mother used to be or used to make me feel just because I had put her in that position because she wasn't really doing anything to me. And then she called. Domestic harmony. Okay. Right back to what we were talking about on the line. Sometimes domestic harmony comes through change. So, like, you may have to stand up for yourself in that place and be like, I am an individual. Yeah, I'm a part of the family and I love y'all, but I am an individual and I must be that. And I must be that because your life is, like I said, waiting for you to live it. Your life is waiting for you to live it. I'm gonna do a fake live to get that video though before Jackie called. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, we got the 7 of Pentacles again. That lady with the beetle. The lady with the beetle. And like I always say, even though I know this card is not necessarily about the beetle, but I always feel like I'm supposed to be talking about the beetle, which the beetle is supposed to be getting free from this lady. Just trapped in this basket of eggs with her. And she just has it on a leash. Get free. Okay. So that's the message today. Again, the card was the world in reverse. We're talking about freedom, expansion, and being honest and setting good boundaries with people you love about you being who you are. It's your time. You're allowed to shine and be the star. And I want to see y'all do it. So if anybody needs help, y'all know how to find me. If you don't know how to find me, you can find me on Instagram, m.shiva.creativeaf. I'm going to be changing that to the Divine Igniter, but I haven't done it yet because I have so many things I'm about to do and just rebrand and change. And I am looking forward to it. You know, I've been doing this for about 2 years where I'm like, I'm rebranding. And I'm so glad that I let it just kind of flow out. And I didn't just go, yes, this is it right here, because I continue to evolve and I'm so here for it. All right. So I'll see y'all later. Don't be a self-hater. Bye-bye.